Man, we can't get one. All right, so happy day today. Unfortunately, it is. It's a super bro. At 4 o'clock, it was good. Now, so thoughts and prayers. Pray that for the yeah.
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring.
Then we got a big play on unleashing on Thursday at 6 o'clock.
So Kentucky's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia team.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets in the pool.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
It's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get out.
They both in high school this year, which is crazy. It is. My little guy started 6th grade, so that's crazy. Happy birthday to my nephew. He's officially a teenager this week. Cam, what's up, my boy? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to MG the Mortgage.
Multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance, just stuck cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Next week, I'll start breaking down the slides individually and add more content there, so I can show you.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Setting up the screen. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Now last year there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line.
For making any investment based on your own personal circumstances, you should take independent financial advice from a professional next with research to verify any information that you can show. That means you rely upon it for the purpose of this signal. Otherwise, what you got, you're going to have to master the rest of it. So, like I need to and the family of $50 for the teacher research, man.
It's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him giving the
so let's talk about
penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get to the ground. That is a ball.
Market advice, September, based off of historical data.
September. Everything real simple, really all complicated answers when the market needs to have some if the market wants to have this.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
That's the only month for us up in April and January. We're going to buy in April and January. We're going to check. We're going to buy every month. We are going to buy every single month. Now, if we have a bit, which
we're ready to get another look at this Bulldog. Already a solid start to this one. Now back
but the biggest lesson is to be able to buy a certain amount of shares every month, regardless of what the market is doing. But if it's quicker, the lines, shares, 7 or 6 or 15. But the key is to buy every month. And also, the ratio of execution of buying is more important than the ratio of information that you take in. It's great to know all the information in the world, but some of the people I've seen have the biggest returns and the most amount of shares, they just buy and don't look at all the information and say, okay, whenever you get a share I'm going to invest in, I'll stop it early if you're media. Microsoft, Nvidia, Netflix, are the only thing.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation for points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it to the distance on any given play.
I figured you was going to go that route. I had 5, but I switched mine. So I'm going to have reserves.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back in the big blue offense, takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent will fire him on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow in starting. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's nothing
options
You've seen
markets.
slow starts,
That
but you got to
trading days
continue
and
to
that
pick
day,
and pick
futures
until you
markets,
find that
ETF
play or
indexes,
that
they all have
scheme
it in
that you
that
can
team.
use against this
And what you'll
defense.
see is people will sell, you take profits, right? So you're going to see sometimes a downtrend or a nice correction or pullback around that zone. But that's all part of the game, right? They're in this to make money, and so when people make money and they take profits, this is what happens. And so circle that day September 19th or when that's volatility. That will happen at the same time. November is when interest rates
Well,
so
the
it should be an
defense has been
interesting
able to
time.
get
There will be
after
some
this guy
volatility here,
early
but
and often
absent
in
of
this
the
game, and it's
event either
affecting
way,
his accuracy
like
and
I
it's
said, this
affecting
is
this offense's
you want to
ability
make
to
sure
throw
that
the
you're doing
football
the right place,
consistently.
which is why you're inside stock
On
up.
second down.
But you want to make sure
And
that
he
you're
got
getting
smacked just as he
so you
released the
can see
pass
the
into
generational
incomplete.
bonuses.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a
Very
way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under
slight
unbelievable
difference
duress
to 630
early in this game, and
35.
they're not going to be able to complete
Sitting
throws if they can't keep him standing up.
potentially enter, and then also the
Oh, he's
looking
going to
for
try to
that
get it
one
all
of the
here.
like 3 or 4 days before the expiration. You get like slowly potentially.
Every defense in the country
That's
talks
sometimes
about
it can be
getting
fearful
offenses
to
in predictable
hold for a long
third and
period of
long
time, but when
situations
everyone
where you
says, I
bring up
want
more
survival bit,
speedsters, and I know
then
the
that's
pass
the
is coming,
standpoint,
so I can
September
have more
and August to
success.
give you those entries. If you're looking to hold for a
And
long
Georgia
term,
ready to go
5
back to
years,
work on
like you want
offense.
to remember
They put 2
and
touchdowns on the board in the
realize
early
that you
going,
have for
and now
September to
right
get there a
back
good
to work.
time,
This
especially going
drive
into
will
the
start
fourth
at their
quarter
own
and
27-yard
into
line.
Christmas Valley. And into January, you got to be able to fourth quarter.
And he goes
So
out of
anybody
bounds
can do
after
this,
a nice
can lock in
pickup
some of
on
these
that one.
contracts.
Quarterbacks
Tomorrow, I
love
would
the
have did it
short
today with
passing
Monte
game
Road,
early
but
in
tomorrow I'm
games
not going
because
to
it really helps
start
them
some of
get
these
into a rhythm.
contracts.
So nice job by
I'm
the
not going
offensive
to
coordinator,
size them to
giving his
add
quarterback
more
an
shares.
easy
They'll
throw,
probably take
something
tackles
he
in the
can
rest.
see, and
So
something
either
that
going
he
to do that.
knows he can
We're doing
complete.
some stuff before I do that.
They bring him down, but not
Show
before
that
he's able to pick up
so
the
people can
first
see what
down.
that's like to sell after
And the
that.
Dogs
Oh, can we
hunkering
also?
down to pick up a first down on the
You
ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry
have
Munson.
video thing?
Run the dang
Sure,
ball.
that's
That's
part of
what
the
they've
second.
always built this program
Okay,
on, is
so for
running the
Best
football,
Bets,
physical running backs.
everybody
That's
that had
what
a
Georgia
VIP
does.
ticket, one of the things that we talked about is that
Quarterback
post
extends
the
the
Best Bets,
play.
we're going to do 4
Couldn't
webinars on
find
4
anybody
different
to throw
topics.
to. He'll
The
just
first
toss it
topic
away. It'll be
is
second down.
investing.
And that goes
Stocks.
down as incompletion,
So,
but that's a smart
myself,
play.
Troy,
And the
and Ian
QB coach and the
will
OC
be
will
doing
be very
a stock
happy with the
webinar
decision of the quarterback.
for
He
the
got outside the
Invest
clock,
Best
and he obviously was
VIP,
Whoa.
and that is
Way to set
7:30.
Well, everything was
Wednesday.
going so
Check
well
your
for this
email.
team early
If you
here in
if you
this
have
game,
if
and
you have
now all
the
of a
Best
sudden
Best
they get a
VIP ticket,
critical
check your
mistake.
email.
And you know how college football, David,
This
is about
Wednesday at
momentum. What is their
7:30,
defense going to
we're
be able
going
to
to be
do here now when they
doing
take
a
over?
Zoom
You're
call.
right, man. The momentum
Like I said,
swings
that's
so
post the
fast,
Best
and now
Best
this defense's job is
benefits
to
of
go out and
having
stop
a
it,
VIP
right? Like,
ticket.
you made a mistake,
And
you huddle the guys
man,
up,
Best
sudden
Best so
change,
legendary.
be aware they
Speaking
might
of the
take a
Best
shot down
Best,
the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
I think we definitely got to talk about this young fella
We'll repeat
situation
the
on
previous
Blackout.
down, but this time
There's
the
some teachable
offense has
moments
10
in it.
more yards it has to cover.
My question is, obviously, I mean, a lot of movies and that's
He
older.
wants to throw it.
And every time Chris Brown does a show that
They
trends
make the
on
stop, trying to
one of
pick
our
up just a
cultural
little bit of
blogs and
time to get
websites.
to that first
Why do you
down
think
mark.
Invest Fest,
Now on
which,
second
had
down.
25,000 people there, and for all accounts, hit it out the park on every angle? Why do you think the coverage of that has
We've
been
reached the break, and
lackluster,
Georgia
to say
is
the
on
least,
top.
from
They largely dominated this
blogs?
first quarter as indicated by the stats.
Two reasons: the negativity, sales, and media, especially when entrepreneurs like Black facing. And two, the other part that
Now
the
the
audience
challenge
may
here,
not see.
they've taken a punch,
Some
but
people
they
that want to
can't let it
promote
get
the
out of
brand
hand
of
as we
Invest
start the
Fest or
second.
us because they can't find a way to get everything up
First
to
play
it.
of the period will be a
So
second
they're a
down.
gatekeep from the culture because they can't financially profit from it.
They'll run
But
the
they're
option.
going to be promoted to that.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
The what?
Phenomenal
Somebody
job by the
something
defense that
crazy
time,
happened.
shutting down
It
the
was a
option
punt
play.
thing
They knew
on
they
every
were going to see
situation.
this in this
5,000
game, and
people
all
come,
week long
there's
in
no
practice,
incident
they
at all,
really
not one.
focused on this assignment football,
And
making sure the
$250,000
dive, the
given away.
quarterback, the pitch, all
The
taken
two
away.
business owners.
Nowhere to go with the football that time.
And thousands
Offensively,
of
the
people
defense
made a bunch
coming
of
up
money
with
trying
a
to win the
huge
marketplace.
negative play.
Magic Johnson
And
gave a
on first
legendary
down, they'll try to put 3 on the
performance on
board.
stage. No
This
player
crowd
after
trying to do it. It's
19
hard to get
teams.
inside the kicker's head.
Issa Rae, Charlamagne, and Steve Harvey.
And it's
That's not
no
normal thing.
good.
That doesn't happen every day. Somebody says, hey, it's too positive. It could have been too positive. I think it's just too good.
And that
Right?
hurts
Like,
missing
I
that
think
field
that's
goal,
liberating.
especially when you're
To
going up
kind of
against a
give up the
defense
flex to be
that's one
established.
of the best in the
So
entire
it's the same
country.
reason why you have to
You've
coach
got
and
to
why
be
you got
able to
financial
come
race
away
teams
with
too.
points when
So
you
you're not
have
supposed to.
opportunities.
Because that's
They'll get
liberating.
this drive
Like I
started
said,
from
same
their
way
own
that
26.
the Jets have liberating
They're going
thousands
to
of
test
people,
that run
not millions
defense to
at
the
this
right
point,
here.
for blocking the
A
show and all the things
collision,
that
and
he's
he
done.
stopped at the
Obviously, not the
27
number
after picking up
but
one.
it's liberating.
Run
You
game
know,
is
just
good.
to say, yo,
Balance is good.
y'all
Now,
are a
listen, if
threat
the run game
to the
isn't good,
establishment.
then you
It
got to
is like,
pass the
hold on, we
football a
just
little bit more.
got to
But
throw this
sometimes you
through.
got to keep them
But
honest,
when you
take it
start to
chunk
see
by
like,
chunk.
because you look like
Wants
you
to
are
throw.
like,
It's Stockton.
they're putting
Bringing
in
the
interesting.
heat.
Right? So they're
Got it.
participating.
It's
So the
gone.
only thing is to
Good,
continue to
solid
do what
pickup
you're
on
supposed to
that
do.
one. They've got it out
I
for
don't think they had a
3. It's
tight bet
first
last week,
down.
but
Pass
yeah,
completion.
take
Moving the
advantage
sticks
of
out.
the
Let's see if they
weakness
try it
for
again.
it. So you walking to the right, man. That's it.
Even like this happened
Here's the
before with New York
handoff.
Times. Hollywood Reporter
Cut through
time.
on it
They
midfield.
interviewed Charlemagne.
And there was
And their
lots of
headline is
space as he
Charlemagne
gets
talks
into the
about Democrats because it has
35-yard
nothing to do
line.
with justice at all.
The
So
Dogs,
why would
after
you even
ripping
come?
off that
Why would
huge
you even
run, let's
come
see if they can
if
do it
you
again.
had an event with 25,000 people, Jack Dorsey, and you write a report about Charlemagne's opinion on the Democrats?
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down
I
at
mean,
the
it's the same
35
blueprint that they
after a
ran
pickup of
last
3.
year with Wilson Jones. And I think
And I kind of like how
New
the
York
running
Times, New
back
York
didn't
Times,
mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an
talk
opening. A lot
about
of
the
times they
election.
close so
Nothing to
fast,
do
man. Be
about the
decisive,
thousands of
stick
people
your foot in the ground,
actually
pick up
attending
3 to
the
4,
program
and we are
agency
not
that
going to
marketplace,
complain.
food truckers, the
Didn't pick up
entrepreneurs
a
that
lot there,
kind
moving
of
it
really
forward
got
just a
funded
few.
the network throughout
Just
the
about as
no
basic as you
violence,
can
right?
get and effective
So
if you
they want
execute.
to understand
Well executed. QB, nice job putting the football out in front of his receiver where he
so
can
you guys
advance
to
it.
entrepreneurs, yeah? If you're going to do something positive,
To the
then
ground,
you
trying
have
to
to be
move the
sure to
chains.
pass time static.
Doesn't quite
Get the same
make
kind
it
of
to the
traction
first
you will
down
if there's a
marker. He's a
negative
yard short.
event or poor
Fourth
stop or
down
something
and
like that.
1, and they'll go for it.
Reminds me of Steve Martin quoted that he's so good they can't ignore you.
But then also, it's good to have your own platform. You can control your own narrative. So,
For sure.
you know, we unfortunately for us, we're not aligned. You know, there's a lot of events. Let's take an event like, let's say, Girlfest, right? They had to shut their event down because they didn't get the corporate sponsorship. But they don't have an ongoing platform, so they can't create their own narrative. If they don't get positive press, they don't get press at all. So, you know, fortunately for us, even if nobody covers it, we can cover it ourselves and we can show these millions of people. But like I said, there's a lot of events. You have Broccoli City, you got Girlfest, you got
The run from the shotgun.
even Essex on a certain level. You know, their media is not as strong as it used to be. There's a lot of events. So you see things like Complex, and they cover everything that Castellano does. I'm proud of it. What does that tell you? They're selective in what they're covering as far as culturally relevant. It's concerned. So the Coachella happens and it's going to cover it nonstop. The Gold Brown happens and it's going to cover it nonstop. But they're never going to miss what I Show Speed is doing. They're never going to miss what Castellano is doing. So if this is a media company that is categorized as a black company, even though that is not a black company, it's black media. This goes back to the Kamala Harris thing. When the Democrats had all this money, Complex was the number one company that they paid for black media. Complex got the most money for black media. Complex not owned by a black person. So what does that tell you? They said that they're black media. What does that mean?
They're all black
Hey,
assets.
listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers.
What
Don't always love leaving it on their
What type
foot,
of black person
so
are
to
they
speak,
covering?
but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep
Inspirational.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field, bring some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
VIP people 7:30 on the show. We're going to do a Zoom for you guys. And then we're going to do a couple of Zooms following, a couple of weeks following. So watch out for the
wide receiver
to that.
tight end's body going up.
So that's 2026.
Here's second and long.
So no,
Yes.
okay.
Looking to
to get the
fire.
praise from the people.
Gets it out fast. Bounding up room and get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between the zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
When they decide to
for a
give you
second down play.
this is not $500 million. That's for the Democrats
From the
last
gun,
year.
running back on the move.
They get the money.
He stopped at the
So you
32-yard
give them.
line.
So
Pick up a
I'm
5
saying it's
on
not
the play.
DI
Maybe a first
conversation.
down.
It's well nuanced.
Kentucky back at it with a
You
fresh
give
set
them
of
money.
downs.
You can't be a black. You can't be stamped black if it's not black
The
on.
give to the back. Stopped in the
Yeah,
backfield.
it's not a
He's
black
going to
event
lose
if it's
3
not black
yards
on.
on the
That
play.
is very important.
Looks
So
as if we have an injury on
okay,
that last play.
that's
We'll
what they
take a
tell
break
you.
to check him out.
It doesn't
Not
matter. I
many
remember
hiccups on
19Q, that's the
this drive, but
CEO
it's second and
of
13
GT.
now.
And he said it doesn't matter if it's black on the.
Pressure coming. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
How is black entertainment
Kentucky
television
right back to the
doesn't matter
line.
if it's owned by black people. Doesn't matter.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last
Everybody
resort.
else say that. Al
And this
Jazeera will not
defense
say that it
goes
doesn't matter.
back-to-back sack, Jack.
Say that.
And here comes the punt
That's what
team.
I'm gonna say.
And giving
What
up 3
arsenal are we
sacks
gonna
a
invest
week
in
ago, now
collectively?
you've already given up 4
Well, our
sacks.
numbers
They
are
got
so
to
strong
find a
that
way
none
to
of those
protect their
things can be
quarterback.
good.
Give him a little bit more time.
Guys,
The punt
let's
goes
strengthen
out of
others.
bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the
Okay,
15.
so we talked about
We're
last
ready
week.
to get
But
another
maybe a
look
couple
at this
weeks ago.
Bulldog offense. They've
Some
been
of the
outstanding
so
here in this first half. Might as well try for the
it's up to
knockout
Sarah.
punch, David.
Yeah,
Trying to figure out
confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more,
time
Palmer. I'm not
figure out
scared with the lead when I got the
how do you
football
get it
late.
back?
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You
Yeah,
can see the
Dave
quarterback's
Ellison
body
said,
language. He wants to go. He wants to
You guys
go
want to figure out how
tempo.
to
He wants to take
Did
shots.
he
They're
was
trying
trying
to
to
light this
Go
scoreboard.
ahead. You find that group. It makes them figure out how to do it. Right? How to do my way, you can show way.
Get outside the pocket. You can't let him
Now they said,
outside
no,
the
we just
cage.
beat
Those
Dave
ends have to
Ellison.
do a good job of
Once
keeping
you bring
contained.
Sunday
When
Larry
you
Ellison,
lose it,
the
this is
second
what
richest man in
happens.
the
He
world,
can
they
get
said, all right,
outside
well, go
and
for it. We got
scramble and can get first downs.
He's to the 48-yard
That's
line.
easy.
That'll be
That's
good
what
enough
we
for
have
a
to do.
first down. They get to the line quickly. To the air, it's Stockton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Study,
Man
rent,
down
and
on the play
apartments.
as
A
the
deal
officials
worth
take a
over
break to let
$50
him be
million.
checked out.
Should he have just bought the free? Well, I'm just Sarah Jones is going to a finance expert, and let's
They've
run the
got it
numbers
at
of
the
where off
36
millions
on
of
first and
dollars
10.
still choose to rent. So Bad Buddy's rentals cost a
Looking to
very
throw on
casual
first down.
$150,000 a month,
Finds his
or
man. It's
$1.8 million
Jones.
a year.
And
It's
he's
just so
knocked
bad,
down, but
right?
there's
Because
also
you think it's such a
laundry
good
on the
investment,
field.
and he
We'll
should be
see
building
what the
equity in
officials
a
have
property
called.
instead of just throwing that money away. Well, not exactly. If Bad Buddy did want to buy this $50 million
Holding
apartment,
penalties,
he'd
the
need to
ultimate
put
drive
20%
killer.
down,
We'll
so
see if it
$3
costs
million
this offense
just to
here.
start. Then added $1.4 million a year in taxes and common charges. But if he invested that $3 million down payment instead and put that $1.4 million to the market too, and got an 8% return, which is average, in 30 years, that money could grow to $188 million. Is that apartment going to grow to $188 million in 30 years? There is no way. So yeah, from a strictly financial standpoint, renting and investing the difference makes you come out ahead, which is why this people rent too, and it should just be these signatures. Like, they're not throwing money away, they're just putting their money to work somewhere else where they can get a higher return. And if you're wondering if you should rent or buy, comment rent for my free rent first buy calculator so you can run the numbers instead of just calling this outdated stuff. Follow for more and encourage.
His speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
I thought that was interesting because it talks about, obviously, the real estate aspect, but it talks about investing, alternative, what it would potentially grow to. And 8%, I mean, that's what historically has been standard, but for the last few years or so, it's been higher than 8% as far as like what you could probably expect.
To the air, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end.
Controversial in many
And they
regards.
ruin an early drive
I
with a
do think
turnover.
that was something that was
And they
articulated
make
very
the
well.
play to stop the scoring
So,
opportunity just before the
this
end
shit
of the
is
half.
weird, bro.
This is obviously not
Yeah,
a great
running
start
right
for this
past the
quarterback.
fucking play.
Here,
It's a bad
2
thing. We're not saying
interceptions.
that.
Come
But
on,
if it's
bro.
not an area which he does have properties in Puerto Rico and has another one in LA and some other places,
Like,
if
what
you're
is
not going to
this
stay
shit?
there for
Why
a
is he?
period of time,
I've seen this too
maybe
many
it's not
times,
a
bro.
bad idea. And that's the game, inside of the game,
Okay, bro.
where how you
Already in this
layer
game, he's
which
got to do a much
places
better
to
job
stay
with
or
decision
invest
making.
in
This
versus
late in the half,
the
here's the
different thing
question.
which
How
stocks you're
aggressive
going
will
to
the
hold
play
long term
calling
versus
be?
other options are. So it's not one way. Like I know Grant Cardone got a lot of flack
Looking
about this
downfield
a
on
couple
first
years ago,
down.
but
That, friends,
it's not
is
always
a
a bad thing to
busted
run,
play.
especially if you don't see yourself doing that
The
for a long
offense
period of
just
time.
has not been
Thank
able
you
to
for that
find
message.
a way to get their
Tell
rhythm
me about
going
half
here
the
in the
time
first
the
half. We just haven't
pastors.
seen it in the
Since
passing game. That was a really good
half
example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's the part that just don't come up, right? Like she said, it takes that
Quickly
and
to the
invest
tight
in
end.
getting
He'll go out
whatever.
of bounds right
And
at
so
the
it is.
40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
So yeah, having the assets. Yeah, this
are
is
athletes. You
obviously
line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more.
He
Should
hurls
figure out
one
what's the
deep
worst
down
best
the
for you,
left
but you
side.
should have best
Oh,
you
he dropped it.
actually
That deep ball was
should
right
talk
on the
about that
money.
fit
He
last
just
weekend against
had to
Blackhawk.
make that catch.
I think it's one of the most important
I
plays.
love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but,
there's no other
an incompletion, who cares?
The money's
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Maybe
Maybe he'll go out
no
of
excuse
bounds,
why
but
you're not
he's
doing
not
it.
going to have
It
enough
never
for the
happened at
first
every
down.
time.
He
Like,
needed
this is
to
sometime
turn
I got
this
with.
thing up, and he ran out of
Half
bounds.
your best.
We
And
played
straight
two
up.
quarters here. Time to go
So
to Kevin
then I
Connors
thought
in our
that
halftime update.
I was just saying,
Guys,
well,
looks
even
like
play
we've
this
had a
and
compelling
teachers,
start to things
the
there in
writing's on the
Athens.
wall. Like, if you do not
And
know how
talk
to
about a
invest in
first
training,
half for the dude in
and
that
also even
backfield.
like take that
That
money,
coaching
the
staff
most
has
that
been
he's going to
getting
get on the rest
rave
of this week
reviews
is
on a
his
weekly
individual.
basis. And
So
through
he's
two
fine if
quarters
he has
today,
one person
he's
that
been
he
a
loves,
complete
but you
game
have to
changer.
find out how
He's
your
breaking
business is
the
going to end
will
up
of this
being, not only
defense,
for you,
and
but
that's
you're
something
going to
that's
get
just
left behind.
very tough to
But all the big
quantify.
entrepreneurs know how to, we talk
And
about
with
Christian
that,
at
let's send
several
it back to the fellas
Christian,
between the
they
hedges
just say
in
like you
Sanford
have to
Stadium.
know
All
how
right,
to
Kevin, about
invest
ready
some
to
money
start
into
the
the
second
market
half
and have
here.
it work.
Kentucky
So
teeing
it's
it up
ready
and
for
ready to go here in
I
the
was
second
for
half.
it just dawned on me how
He'll
brilliant
bring it
the
out from
idea of
inside
him
his
making
own
it
10.
something that was training.
He was looking for more
And
running room,
almost
but
like
none
if
to
you
be
got
found
this
as
out
he
there
stopped
making
at
it
the
dignified,
23.
was there some
And
concept
Georgia ready to go
is
back to
what
work
the
on
larger
offense.
audience took
They
this
had the
one.
lead to start the
And
third
that's why
quarter, but I'd
it,
imagine ball security was a topic at
it's an
halftime.
easy
Yeah, and I
on
think you
board for
take the
us and
lead
our
and you try to stay
grandparents and
optimistic with your team,
so
but you also
folks
say,
that
guys,
choose
if we
all
had taken care of the football, this lead would be
that's what
even
they
bigger, and
simply
we might
walk
have already
right
knocked
here.
them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This league would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the
I
foot.
know
So
there's
ball
going to be a
security,
YouTuber
that
somewhere
is
that's
at
going
a
to say
premium as this game goes on.
we're irresponsible for something to the Bahamas.
And the
Never told
Bulldogs
anybody not
can
to buy
really
home.
attack on
I
this
said that
second
you
and
should
short.
be intelligent before buying, and you should have a high level of education before buying home. So A, so TX
They'll try
advised
to
everybody's
run.
personal information is different, and
They get him at the 42,
explain
but
that
he picked up
everybody's
10
intelligent to
there.
understand that. But
This
there's a
shouldn't
thing
be a
called
surprise to
opportunity
anybody. If
cost.
you've got the lead in
So
the
they
third
said,
quarter
okay,
and you
Matt,
want
you
to
have to
keep it,
put
you got to bleed the
$5
clock.
million
Best way to
down
do
and
that,
$10 million
run
a
the
year.
football.
So
You're
you
now
can
seeing
do
this
that for anybody.
offense
You can say, okay, I
call
got to
these
put
run plays
$200,000
back
down
to
and I got to
back.
pay
They're trying to be
$10,000 a year.
physical. They're trying to
What's
stay
your
on field.
opportunity cost if you invest $200,000 and you invest
Able to
$10,000 a
scrounge
year
3
that you're going to pay
yards
the
out of
tax?
that one
But
somehow.
also
It's
keep in
second and
mind, if
7.
you have an apartment that's in your
That's a
business
really
name,
good
it could be a
job by the
write-off.
defense,
And
wrapping
so
them up, getting them on the ground.
you're saying,
Take away
okay,
that
well,
run
that
game, make them
only
one-dimensional, put them in
applies
passing
to rich people. That's
situations.
not true.
Really good job by the
That's not
defense.
true.
But
After the
if
3-yard
you're going to
pickup,
just
they
rent an
come to the
apartment
line,
and
second
then
and
just
7.
go to Starlets with that money, then
Got
yeah,
it behind the line.
you're
It's
wasting your
Thomas.
opportunity cost.
He gets it
If
up
you're
the
not investing.
midfield, forced
The
out of bounds
theory
at
is
the
that with
50.
the money that you would have
This
put
wide
down
receiver's a
on
guy
the
the
house, the
defense
money
has
that
to
you
be
would have
careful of.
put
He
for
runs
maintenance
good
on the
routes. He's
house,
got some
the money that
speed,
you
and
would
if you're
have
not
put for
careful, this guy can cash.
That's own investment. That's not saying that just live in an apartment, rent an apartment, and then you have money, and then you just want to just, whatever, go to Vegas and just, put it on your favorite money line.
To the ground to try to pick up the first.
That's not a problem. So it's very much so in the conversation. It's actually even probably more though. If you do that kind of thing, the money is
possible. He showed you all of his tools on that.
$100,000 an average person is going to need more than $5 million that way. right? That's the fact. So every dollar that you make, you got to make sure that you're making the right decision, because you can't afford to make the wrong decision. Sometimes you can afford to make the wrong decision. Be like, yo, damn, I got $1 million, whatever. I'm gonna get that back. No, you make the wrong decision. Sometimes in life, ain't no there's no that.
But this is just as
Yeah,
good as a second to him.
controversial take, but in terms of the reward, ratio, and that's some response, you should not be putting more into a mortgage for a property that you got free only you go to the market. People get pushed back on
Probably
it.
expecting some short
accepting it.
throws, some runs.
Regardless of whatever
This
wants
play
to, I'll
caller's
say
still
that
asking for
2-bedroom
shot
condo.
plays. And listen, you're the quarterback.
6,
You're
7
happy to
years.
oblige when you've got the
I know
playmakers
people
you
that
have
have $7,000 and
offensively.
$8,000
Just keep chucking it.
mortgages and would put
Georgia ready to dial
$300
it
into the
up on
market,
another first
and
down.
they always tell me,
Handoff
and
from
I
the
should agree with
shotgun.
that.
Tough
It
run in
does
this
not
part of the
make
field.
sense
He's
to
got
be
4 down to the
house
23.
rich and pocket full. That's no sense at all. It looks glamorous, but when I get to move around and you see me twirling the side, we just look
Halfway there on first down, it's second and
that's some
5.
good decision. My first yes, I could have been and bought that shit, but it's shock saying let me really
Back
think
to
that.
pass.
So it feels
He
better to
just
have his
missed the
college paid
target
for
on that one. Got
6
him,
years
put it
old.
on his body.
That's a throw the
And if I
QB would like
wanted
to
to
have
about
back.
3
He
years
just
ago,
has to do a
I
better
can do
job
that.
giving his
Stop
receiver a
putting money
chance to
into
make
the
a
market.
catch.
Shoot that to it. That's a fact. That's what I'm knowing. If that means anything, it ain't a question. Go ahead. I don't care what.
Here they come
They
up
want
to
a
the
pterodactyl from
23-yard
mustache,
line,
but
not thinking
catch
field
still up,
goal,
whatever,
wanting
got
to
you.
convert this third and short.
Got you. If you're a struggle,
They'll
then
move the wide receiver.
you have to pick
Here's
it.
the
You have to
snap,
either
looking to throw.
sacrifice
Quickly
your
out on the
wealthy
screen to the
later
wide
or
receiver.
falling net.
Touchdown,
That's the
dog!
most for the money than
And
the
the
blue.
pummeling has started.
That's what happens.
No
That's what
midseason
you're not gonna do.
doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You're not gonna do it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it.
That is the message that I'm sending to everything.
He'll start the return inside
Really
his 5.
Listen
Really
to this man
disciplined
speak
job
about
by
how
the
important
coverage unit
Justin
to
is.
get down there
Now
and make the
in the
stop at the
future,
19.
especially when you're in the
Kentucky has it back and the big blue offense takes the field.
efficiency that
They
you got
face
that
a pretty
happen.
tall
I do
mountain here,
study,
Jesse,
how
down
they study, so
24, but if
13%
they're going to
of
climb it,
college
this is a
graduates
good time to
find a
start.
job.
Sense of urgency's
So
got to be big right here. You just get the
yeah,
feeling at
that's
this point in the game,
2025.
David, they've got to score on this
Another
drive.
one.
Obviously, their defense
And
needs
you
to get
have
stops,
to
but at this
figure out
point, offensively,
some of the
they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're
out
going
in
to
the
3 touchdowns,
you
3
have to
picks
get
in
it.
adversity.
I don't care how much money you
Everything
have.
go your way.
They
Stay
have to do it.
fast and throw it.
And this
Didn't
is
get much on first down. It's second and 9.
let's score some internet
The play action fake.
nonsense reaction videos.
Fires on the move.
Definitely stocks with that
How
investment
about
investment
getting the
videos.
foot down on that throw for the
1,000%.
big completion?
Combination, if you do
It's
both great,
first and 10 from the
well,
38-yard
bias
line.
return.
Warren Buffett said it.
Wide receiver
That's
comes
the
in
look.
motion.
If you have $1 million, you
Off the
invest in
play
the
fake on
stocks.
first down to throw.
95% of
Catch
the
in the
time,
middle, it's Brown.
you're gonna make more
He's
money
brought
than
down
if you
quickly. Minimal
invest
gain
in
there,
the
still a bit short of
That's
the
what
first
it's
down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy you wind up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has.
You have the greatest entrepreneurs on the face of the earth. You have white
Right away. How about the
talent.
DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger,
But
getting
before
to
they
it,
did
getting
the
on the ground,
FLC
get the tackle
table,
for a
now
loss.
it's like, no, pull up. Here, have some
On third and
water.
long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Sam Altman,
He'll off
and
one deep
Jeff
down the
Davis.
left side.
Everybody that's scared is
Situation
on
here in the
TV
third quarter,
every week
this
saying,
offense did not
if you
want
don't
to be
invest, I don't know
facing
what
a
the
top
time is
10
going to
defense, one of the
They're
best
saying
units
AI
in
right
the
now is
entire
responsible
country.
for
They didn't want to get down on the
13% of
scoreboard like
layoffs
this,
and
and all of a sudden
20%
have
by
to throw the
2027.
football
That's
when
not
the
imagine
defense knew that was going to happen.
Another ball is not
You
through.
got to do it, right?
When you're a
So if you
return
tell me
specialist,
three,
you're trying to make huge
that's to
plays. You
adjust for
want
the
to
need.
cracks out of the game. You want
70.
to make something happen.
Then
Unfortunately, he
in the
put it on the
reality,
turf. At least his
the
team
thing that
recovered.
we see
But I will say this:
that
the conversation on the
get
sideline,
information about,
it won't be fun.
can't say it all.
Coach.
Like,
That
yo, I'm
is a
telling
big
you,
win for
like,
this
God, the
defense as
United
they
States
were right there
government
as soon as he got the ball.
consumed into Intel and said
And that's
last week they
exactly
were
what you
doing
want to do as a
Palantir.
defense, man. You want to get penetration
That's
and not
good.
let that tank
Other
get
companies as
downhill.
well.
Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that
And you own
size,
that's the crazy part. Like you are the people that they talk about in that 10%. Like that's your money.
Down at the 47-yard
So
line
they're
after
doing
the 15-yard pickup. from the 47 on
just be mindful. Like I said, investing in real estate definitely can be helpful and beneficial. I personally have invested in real estate. I believe in real estate. I just think that a lot of times you can make bad decisions when it comes to real estate. Buy homes that you can afford. Don't overextend yourself. Understand that a mortgage benefits the bank more than anybody else. And so the opportunity cost can't come back once it's gone. And, just think. That's the point. The Matrix trying to make you not think. Everybody just want to do the same thing. If you're a free thinker, you're labeled as somebody that's a misfit or a disruption. Just think. You don't have to, every shoot of a fit of the work. Never feel ashamed. Because the society standard is telling you. Your goal is to get to what your number. Your number is $1 million, that's your number. $5 million, $10 million. However you do it, I don't care how you do it. So you're gonna one barrel apart. If you get to $10 million, you won.
Pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And then for those who have money, the battle between considered a large house to celebrate or a modest house, whichever one allows you the most freedom, but your money is not safe.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Okay. September 21st. We're doing and I'm hosting an NIL panel in conjunction with African American men of Westchester. So this is in Westchester County, New York. This is for elite level athletes. This one, it's free event. And it's September 21st. So if you are a coach or you have a son or daughter that is in high school, getting ready to go to college, NIL, essentially NIL in their future. I put together the whole panel. I have an NFL agent. I have the head of NIL of Boston College. And I have one of the top entertainment lawyers in America. We have a financial advisor as well. The freshmen will be provided at the Westchester College, Westchester Community College on September 21st. That's a Sunday. Go to the link in my bio, RSVP, and I said it's free, but it's really designed for people that's high level or on that trajectory to actually get NIL.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just
Tri-State area,
New
Jersey, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania. I don't care where you're from, but Tri-State area, obviously, that's home field.
It's first and 10.
That's on the team. That's on the cookie. It's on the stage. 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock.
Aside from the Mag 7, there's 5 companies we believe are best positioned to thrive under the Trump administration where they control America. Before we start in the news for the people that are not in the news, because they're not to get approval. It's like Apple, Amazon, Apple. Microsoft, videos,
and this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win.
Well, I talked about this on stage last week. I really got to talk about the world-class investor based on political donation, ties to the family, and acceptance in the Republican Party. Most companies have the highest probability that unique administration. So I went through the list and talked about all the topics. Rashad went off for 2 hours to come back about the racing happened here.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you.
Invest in a big black person. Actually, there's a good in video. Dallas did not talk about it much, but Saudis were running. That's what they favored. And then the other list that is not talked about is the companies you should stay away from or to potentially short. And that's pretty much all the farmers that have been attacked. We talked about the $2 billion lawsuit with Novo, but all the and food companies that Robert F. Kennedy is going to attack, and because they have a tighter business, those are not one of you should look to invest in. This one. Tesla's in the 7. Okay. Looking to fire. It's block off anything, even though there's an NFL. Block off, it's not rocket science. The ones that he, it's the ones that he likes. There are A and B players now. There are back in fashion with the administration. But those are the ones I would invest in. But as I talked about last Sunday, his stocks are responsible since 1989 through 2025 for 82% of the returns in the market. This really going to invest. I know we always want to find a diamond in the rough. The UBS 8-kill diamond that's right here. Anything else? Outside of the ones that are going to be good, because regardless of who's in the office, they're going to fund both sides. And that's the other part of business that's not talking about. It's funding both sides of the war is the ultimate. Regardless of who's in office, NVIDIA is going to be in favor with Microsoft is going to be in favor with the Palantir GOP squadron. In the start of the Broadcom, for sure.
On the move from inside his slide. Really disciplined job by the Cleveland unit to get down there and make this lead.
They got
Kentucky has it back in the big blue offense. Takes the field.
So that's what we've seen. A lot of discussions and things. That's what we've been talking about for the past 2 years.
From the 19-yard line. Send the tight end in motion.
They got to figure
Running
out the
back
number.
has it.
I'm next dog out.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage.
Last
And
four
that offensive
things,
line
I
doing a
added
great job
Visa
attacking
in
those
my
guys up
five.
front.
We talked
Not
about the
open
even,
lanes to run through.
funding
Nice
both
job
sides of the war.
nullifying that run.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Global processing.
I love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You
Right,
got to
and
take
a lot of
shots. The
companies-
defense is not going to be
some ways
blitzing,
it's
so
up to
these
them.
screens probably aren't going to work.
So that's 3.
On third
I
down,
have
going up top.
Palantir, but I'll replace it because you said it. I'll put Huber there. That's another great relationship, and they did a great job.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. They're up to a half
This is my
dozen
dark
kicks
horse for the really
today.
shouldn't be. I told you about the second luckiest man in the world, Watson. I have Oracle.
Fields
We
the
talked about
punt,
making
tries to
money.
find an
We
opening.
talked about American
Coverage team
companies.
gets the job
They
done,
are
and they'll
doing
mark it
inside
down
of
at
the AI space in terms of cloud compute. Quietly, they haven't taken a lion's share, but they've cracked a dent inside of that big deal.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog
Microsoft
offense.
Azure.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the
Before
38-yard line.
now,
This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David.
They
The
are
offense
doing
has
a
really
lot
been
of
moving
stuff in
the football.
terms of
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they
Stargate,
wanted to
man,
do.
that TikTok thing is still there.
Now
You
Palmer's
know,
a
at
different
some
animal.
point,
Now you got to protect
that
him.
conversation
You can
has to
tell
be
they were
addressed.
paying
It will
attention
be
in
addressed.
practice
And
this
they are
week in the
forefront
film
because
room
they
because
are
they
ready
have
to
gone
do with
out
the
everybody
conversation for
right now on
TikTok.
the same page.
So
It's
I like
complete
going
to
to
the right.
the
And the
their
defense settled in
moment
to stop that
can
one for
happen.
a
You
short
look at
gain.
how they've been reporting over the
I love
past
the
2 years.
anticipation on that throw by
30%
the
growth
QB
in
on the out route.
2023,
You got to throw it before the
2022,
receiver comes out of his
6%
break.
growth in
Nice work.
2023, 30% growth in
On third and
2024.
long, he has
They're
to
off to
throw
another
for
great
it.
start.
Quick
This year,
completion on the out route.
American made,
Almost
American
got to
company,
midfield on
great
that one.
friends
He's
with their
out about a
administration.
yard
I
short
listening.
at
I
the
got
29.
no
Georgia
It
coming
says
out
a
with the
quick
fresh
about
set
we
of
talked about
downs.
this.
Why is he in?
Hot take, but very true. If you're
You want that
dependent
clock to
on a
run.
presidential candidate to
And here's
move
the
the
mindset
portfolio,
if you're on
the
offense.
clock
Fourth
is very
quarter, you've
different.
got a huge
The
lead. Obviously,
portfolio
you're going
has
to
to
run
be
the
agile
football,
to
but just
become
be aware of the
that
clock.
offense.
You don't want to snap it too
That's
quickly.
it. That's
You're
so
probably
like
just
if we
doing
were asking
safe
indexes, we
runs
could
inside the
indexes with
tackles
the
like you saw
ETS,
right
we could
there.
ETS.
You
We're
just
just talking
got
about
to
single revenue.
execute. You got to be aware,
Apply
but you've got
outside of
this
the
game in
military.
hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Everybody invest
Really
the
good job
replay,
by
maybe
everybody there. Well blocked.
towards the end of the week.
This
Technical
Georgia
difficult
offense
come
moving
down.
quickly down the
They just
field.
have patience, but
Might as well give it to him again. And he's able
far
to find
We
a
also
little bit
audience,
of
you
running
guys think
room
it's the
before
best
they
way to
get
get
him
the best
down.
And I know you can
Now,
play
don't
these
flex
late
to
game
next
situations
year.
differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead,
Can I
you
say
got
something really
great
quick?
field position,
Before
you're in a
we talk
great
about another
position
night.
to salt this clock away and get a W.
Y'all reported
And
last
there
week in
was
the stock
nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
obviously we're out long term, but if you look at where the key parts of where the revenue is going from, is exactly what he was looking at, exactly what you were saying. The AI data center infrastructure of going like 13 to 14%, and that is only going to continue, right? So when you look at future guidance, that's why I said sometimes, yeah, you can ignore them, but pay attention to the future guidance. Look at what they're doing inside of AI, and when people think Dell, they think, oh my God, that's one of those dinosaur companies. This is model, they're going into AI, they're doing a lot of the rapping for NVIDIA. I know if you work in and like, hey, they throw 12%, that might be a good sign for you.
Figure some things out because this
Speaking of
one's
dinosaur,
right now.
I don't care if Donald Trump they're going to fix 90%.
This is what an elite team does.
How they
They know they're better, they go out, they take the figure and his sledgehammer and hit him right between the eyes.
Well, let's get
They
you
just
going
look
over
good
there
in every
like
phase
this.
of the game. If you're on the coaching staff, I don't know what
They
you could
don't
ask
have about
for your guys to
okay,
do
is it
better. I
really
think
about
the
anything?
challenge now for this
Is
team
it brought
is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
A lot of familiar. I was so I was grateful. Was that like last year? Really? Does NVIDIA have a revenue concentration problem? This is a great question. It's a great question. Not a great answer. Short answer is yes. Outside looking in, but I talked about the C-stage revenue, so I mentioned that. Even in companies, great companies have hyper concentration in how the revenue is driven. Goes back to the 80-20 rule. Like sometimes a lever is going to cause 80% of the growth in your sector, business, or life, and it's really important to focus on that basket of let's give you a cash return. The part is not being mentioned in the hyper concentration of that